Hey YouTube, I'm bringing you the next part of the Wizard101 walkthrough here, and we're fighting some Charm Slave. Yes, that's where I left off the video last time. Epic moment to leave off, to end the video, rather. And I didn't cut out this battle just because we've never fought these before, but I did speed it up because these guys are really nothing special. They have 150 HP and they're fire type, and they look like they might want to molest you sometime. So that's really all about it for these guys. And I don't know why the video's kind of laggy for me right now. Hopefully it won't be laggy for you. I don't remember it being laggy. It's kind of weird. Yeah. So again, I just talked about quality. Oh, and right here, a bat cut. I just keep following the arrow to Gordon Fleming, and then like make a right where you enter this kind of sandy place, and you'll find the obelisk.
Try the water. All the water on Crocotopia tastes salty due to all the sand. I sometimes wish I had stayed back in Marleybone. Great Majesty of the Queen, that water is delicious. Thank you. I will always endeavor to fill my canteen at the well from now on. You know, I found an old Manda scroll. Could you give it to Hetch in appreciation for bringing this incredible water to my attention? Thanks again, young wizard. We were digging in this area when we were attacked by menacing crocs. I lost all my equipment in the confusion. Could you go get my equipment for me? I have it packed in wooden crates. Those crates are scattered everywhere.
Alright, so I marked the location here, and I kind of fail here because I actually forget that I marked the location. But I'm going to talk to
Dr. Fleming found an ancient Mander scroll?
One of my favorite characters.
Now I wish I had listened to my great-great-grandmander when he tried to teach me how to read the old language. I would really like to know what is on this ancient Mander scroll. Would you do me a favor and ask Professor Winthrop what it says? Please?
Please? Yeah, so good talk to
Please,
Professor
Rubbings.
Winthrop.
Perfect. Let me decipher the text.
Professor Winthrop studies the rubbings and grows frightened.
My word. The Order of the Fang was a secret group of croc wizards who wrote a book of rituals called the Croconomicon, the most powerful source of knowledge about life and death magic. The Croconomicon cannot fall to Malastare. You would like me to translate an ancient Mander scroll? Well, I'm not versed in ancient Mander, but I know Danforth is. See him at the excavation site. Perhaps this order has something to do with the crocs attacking us now. Did Malastare put them up to it? He has done similar work in Wizard City. We need to find out more. While I was running for my life from the croc attack, I saw Beatty Narini take an ancient tablet. He's the leader of the crocs in this area. Beatty Narini must have the answers we're looking for. To reach him, we'd need a key to his chamber. Our fighting men are trying to protect our archaeologist. Could you defeat Narini crocs until you find a croc carrying the chamber key and take it from them?
Alright, so we have to defeat a Narini and do some other stuff. Now, you might notice the voice quality. Oh, and for here, just follow the arrows to
history of the Manda race?
excavation
I'm
site
sure you
for
know we have
Salim
been slaves of crocs for ages. Curse their proud snouts. We were too weak-minded and the crocs took advantage of us. But then, when the crocs were cast into the sleep, we thought we would be free again. Ha! But are we free? Now the Marleybonians have come here, and we are servants again. And they are stealing our history right out from under our very feet.
Yeah, and here I'm not sure. I think I left. I don't know. Maybe go to the bathroom, something like that. But as I said, you might notice my voice maybe has changed a little. I'm using a new microphone here, so let me know in the comments if you like how it sounds, or you don't. Should I go back to my old one, or you know, one of those. So yeah, we're still waiting for me to get back. any minute now.
We
I don't know
need
why I
to
didn't
be
cut this
free
part
from
out.
the curse of
I
the
think I just
crocs
forgot
and
that.
all these
There we go.
meddlesome Marleybonians. If only we could break this curse that we live under. Please, good young wizard, help me. The wicked Tuts have enslaved my people. They use terrible magic to force us to work here in the pyramid. Please allow us to be free of their oppression. Help me break the charm. Defeat charmed slaves in battle so we might be free.
Now that's the good thing about Crocotopia, is that you can stack a bunch of quests together. Like the charmed slaves from that quest where we need to cover the notebook pages, and now this one to kill 8 of them. And this is just one example, and there's tons of other examples where you could just combine
you say you
quests,
need some ancient Manda translated?
and it's
I'll
like the
do my
#1
best.
world for it.
It says that there is a beguiler who has been charming the Mandas. The Mandas have been enslaved due to this mage's spells. They say there is a chamber nearby that houses the souls of the ancient charmed Mandas. Probably just a myth. I'd investigate, but I'm far too busy. Can you search outside the excavation? Look for a door with 2 obelisks beside it. Tell me if you find it. Those charmed slaves have made a mess of things. We had all of our digging tools packed away, then those Mandas found them and wandered off with them. It would be most helpful if you could find our archaeological picks and shovels. They are scattered throughout this excavation site. Please, collect them so we can return to our work.
And yeah, those picks and shovels, they're really easy to find. Some parts I didn't cut, look like me walking back and forth between people because I picked them up. There's like one right here to the right. They're really easy to find. There is no quest helper for it, but you don't really need. Now I have to locate the door to 2 obelisks, and he gave us the best hint. Yeah, it has 2 obelisks beside it in this huge ass place. So, but luckily there is a quest helper for this one, and it's pretty easy to find. Like here, find a parchment and
You locate
wooden
the
chest.
chamber of the charmed.
So here's the door, and apparently it's called the Chamber of the Charm. So that's pretty interesting. Now we got to talk to Assistant Danforth once again, and I'm not sure if I go directly to him or I think I do. Yes, I do. And again, you know, I didn't cut this part out because, like, here's another pickaxe and shovel. There's an ore right here. Definitely, if you see an ore, always pick them up because they might contain a diamond, which is the rare form of the ore. There's another pick and shovel. Again, those are not really hard to find, as most quests in here
You
in
found
this
the
game
chamber
are not hard to
already?
find.
You would make a great
Most
archaeologist.
items, rather.
That's an important find for the Mandas. You may want to tell Hetch right away.
There is actually one excuse me, later on in this world in Crocotopia that actually you might need to switch realms a couple times just to collect all of them, because
You found the
there's
chamber
just
of the
not a lot of them
charm?
laying around.
I thought that was just a myth. I'm glad you got that scroll translated. I heard that the souls of the charmed Manders are being held there. It may be a myth, but can you please look into it?
Alright, so he wants to locate Chamber of the Charmed and the Chamber of the Charmed. That doesn't sound weird at all. That's perfectly normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Zene since I'm already in the Oasis. Might as
You
well.
learned
He
all
has a bunch
that
of
by
stuff for us, I
talking with
believe. Nope, just
Salam?
the histories,
Quite the
that's it.
hothead he is. I hope he does not stir up too much trouble. The Manders are a docile race, you know. Hetch mentioned the Chamber of the Chosen. I have heard that the texts of our ancestors were stored there, but no one knows where that chamber is. Could you find out information about it? I fear rousing the Marleybonians' curiosity, though. But maybe Prospector Zeke would know of it.
Alright, so let's go talk to Zeke, the non-crazy guy who's in every world and is gonna stalk you.
Jumping horn toads. You say you're looking for the Chamber of the Chosen? I thought that was a Mander myth. None of them Marlebonians believe it be existing. But I did see some glyphs concerning that chamber down at the Royal Hall. Take this parchment and make a rubbing of the glyphs. And take the parchment back to Zane for translating. Look for a statue with only one brazier. Just past and dig down there.
Yes, I understood everything you said. You speak perfect English. In here, I believe I fight some charmed slaves here, but I actually just cut the battles out. I fight, in here, yeah, I fight 2 more. I get a notebook page. I defeat 2 of them, and then I think, yeah, I fight 6 more or 4 more, something like that. I just cut both those battles out. So you collect notebook pages. Oh no, defeat 4 of 8. Alright, so we collect the notebook pages.
Now, let me give them a good look. Oh, dear. These research notes need to reach Gordon Fleming right away. I'd better keep researching. I'll be safe, but rotten luck all the same. Could you take my notes to Gordon Fleming? You'll find him in the Royal Hall.
I see he wants to talk to Gordon Fleming. And here I end up just picking up a nice amount of crates. It's another reason. This crate you want to be careful when picking up. Sometimes you'll get dragged into a battle. I believe it's that crate. I'm not sure. Again, these crates not that difficult to find. They're big, gigantic things. No, it's this crate. Yeah, that crate. You want to really be careful when picking up. Here's the Narinis if you want to fight them. Excuse me. I don't know why I have a little slight sore throat or something. But yeah, here's all 6 crates. Nice and easily. If you don't find a lot of them, just switch realms, because odds are someone else just took them and they haven't respawned yet. So yeah, here's the fail. I kind of forgot I had
You
them
found my crates. Thank you so much.
I'm not sure if I use it later on.
You brought me Alfred Rothschild's notebook. Splendid. Let's just take a look, shall we? Ah, I see the urgency. Did you know the Tuts intend to invade other worlds with a huge army? Some dark figure has put them up to it. We had suspected it, but this is the proof. Thanks. I'll let the others know. Since you are so good at finding my equipment, perhaps you can help me again. I don't know where I put my inventory list. Would you search the dig site for it? I probably left it near one of the camps.
Again, find the list. Just this one does have quest helper. If it didn't, it'll probably be a little more difficult to find, but yeah, it's right here. Nothing too difficult. And go back to Gordon Fleming now. The hat that we got from the quest, nothing special. It's actually worse than the one we have now. So.
Oh dear, now where are those artifacts I found? Bad news. Those artifacts were very powerful. If the Crocs took them, we could be in big trouble. Would you mind battling the Crocs until you get those artifacts back? I would appreciate it greatly.
And here's another quest you could stack. The quest that Professor Winthrop gave us to find that to defeat any Narini or something like that. To find the key, and we need to defeat 8 of them. So that's why when you take a side quest, hold on to it for a little bit, because there might be another side quest or even a main quest that can go along with it. But don't hold on to it like for too long, I guess, because if you have to go to a new area, then there's no point. It's probably not going to be able to stack it anymore. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this quest, right? Oh, excuse me. That was a really weird burp I had there. Oh yeah, this is where I think I finish off the charm slaves. I just defeat 4 more of them, cut both battles out. So that's gonna be for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. And